Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson.
Defense wins championships, baby.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 66, bullet, pow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 24. Come on, D. He gets.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Texans. Strong right. Three down. Kill.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
51 for Mike. Man, I got you. Check 55. 56. Hey, 59.
From the gun on third, Watson. Being chased out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. There we go. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Isabella. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't be scared of it. Check 37. Check 30. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Isaac. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 70 ending. Short. Watch the run.
Hey, check 39. Check Mike 39.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got Snead. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check 6 guys.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Watch this.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Take it.
They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 9.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Watson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Watson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
51's the mic. It's going to be a long day, offense.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 25. Motion, I got one.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down now, it's Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come.
They'll try the left side. Isaac. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Texans' 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Blue Dan. Check nickel. 36. Check. Fresno.
Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 31! Mike, 4.
All day, baby, all day.
Switch. Check, 1, go.
Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
25 yards that time.
39, check back, 39.
Let's go, D.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hatchet. Check. Come on.
Back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A gain of 6 there on first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Double dog. That's the way. Deuce. Orbit.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Watch out. SOS. Shift. Line up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
36. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Bang.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's complete to Sneed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal.
Hey, check 24.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, 59.
Now Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
31. Sponge. No. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. It got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Undercrush. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He finds some open field here. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Check.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
What we got? 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Reset, 19.
51. Bring it.
Down to an egos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Reset, 19. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.